Hello wrestling fans, the Wrestling Wizard here, and welcome to SmackDown in 5. A slightly new tweak to Wizard Watch. Not much of a change, to be honest with you. The only difference is we're going to break down the top shows in under 5 minutes. Nice and digestible. If you miss out on the shenanigans from SmackDown, you can catch up here. So let's get to it. So in the main event of SmackDown, we saw Solo Sikoa take on Matt Riddle. And of course, Solo Sikoa got the victory. And of course, the Usos got involved at the end and destroyed Matt Riddle with a lethal 1D through the table. I mean, ouch. However, to be fair, Matt Riddle did get a little bit of revenge with via the announcers table by burying Solo Sikoa under that. However, it was a dominant victory for Solo. But eyes really are on the prize for next week's episode of SmackDown because, of course, we're going to get Sami and Kev defend their undisputed tag team titles against the Usos. This is going to be a super juicy match. Cannot wait. We also got confirmation of 3 matchups for Backlash. 2 I'm not surprised by. The fact that Zelina Vega is going to take on Rhea Ripley for the SmackDown Women's title. And now we've got this triple threat match for the United States title between, of course, Austin Theory, the champion, Bobby Lashley and Bronson Reed. I'm down for all of those. However, seemingly out of thin air, we're now going to get Omos versus Seth freaking Rollins. I mean, what? Where is that come from? No idea. We also got a tasty matchup between LWO members Rey Mysterio and Santos Escobar taking on Judgment Day members in Damien Priest and Finn Balor. And it was the Judgment Day that got the victory. Damien Priest delivering a vicious South of Heaven chokeslam on Santos Escobar. And it's safe to say they've been heating up Damien Priest as of late. He seems to be like the lead voice within Judgment Day, and I like this because he's felt for a while like a bit of a spare part within the Judgment Day, or certainly not a main figure like Rhea and Dom and Finn Balor have been. So down for that. Of course, this is probably linked to the fact that there's the Bad Bunny connections, and speaking of Bad Bunny, we're going to get Bad Bunny on Monday Night Raw, so stay tuned for some Judgment Day Bad Bunny shenanigans. Next up, we saw Little and Large, Ricochet and Braun Strowman take on the Viking Raiders and beat the Viking Raiders. And I must say, I'm quite surprised because for me, the Viking Raiders are like absolute legit, like a credible part of the tag team division. And I'm not saying Braun and Ricochet aren't, like, it's a bit of a guilty pleasure. I do enjoy them as a tag team more than I probably should. But for me, the Viking Raiders should be getting more victories than they are. We also saw Karrion Kross basically tease and haunt, really, in a way, Shinsuke Nakamura, saying that he's going to take his honour away from him. Great promo from Kross. Now, I do have other ideas and other plans with the way I'd love to see Kross booked, so stay tuned for my video coming out tomorrow where we look at draft situations, potentially rivalries and matchups associated with that too, and that includes Karrion Kross. Switching to the IC title scene, we saw Gunther unsurprisingly beat Xavier Woods, but the one thing that did surprise us was the quality of this match. It was absolute class. I think we forget that Xavier Woods is actually a credible wrestler, not just some dude that plays video games. It was a pretty cool ending as well, with the sleeper hold finisher submission at the end from Gunther, just establishing his dominance. But one of the matches of the night, in my opinion, from tonight's show, we saw Liv and Raquel beat Chelsea and Sonya to remain tag team champions. Liv got a little revenge via the water, which kind of made sense. A cheating victory though, so you can definitely believe that the two Karens in Chelsea and Sonya are not going to let you forget about this for weeks on end. I'm liking them two as a tag team as well. There's a time and place for acts like this, and it just works. And how can we not fully cap things off by mentioning the fact that Uncle Howdy's theme is out. Feared is out. It's a badass theme, I must admit. It's on my Spotify playlist and I played it quite a few times over. It's a pretty decent theme, but what it means is more important for the landscape of Bray Wyatt for Bo Dallas. Certainly looking positive signs that WWE are pumping that out. So we'll have to stay tuned for what is going to happen regarding Bray Wyatt and his imminent return, because I do believe he'll be back. As always, it would be very much appreciated if you could like the video, share the video, and even better, subscribe if you're new. And we'll catch you in the next one.